Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. A pleasant good night to each and every one of you. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, I would like to welcome you to my channel. Tonight is a very cold night in Canada, and I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you guys for butternut squash soup and bangamary fish wrapped in cabbage leaf and cooked in the oven. A beautiful, hearty, and healthy dinner tonight. If you want to see how I'm doing this, come on down and let's get started. Check out this beautiful butternut squash. So nice and so red. I just cut a fresh one. And for everybody in Canada, you will know that today the weather is super cold. And everybody in my house is in for some butternut squash soup. Is that true, Natalie?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to quickly brush the butternut squash with some coconut oil right on top like that. And these are the pieces of garlic that I cut out. I'm just adding them in the middle. I'm going to brush this whole head of garlic with the oil, and I have 2 small onions that we're gonna add to this. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of black pepper on the squash. And this is one soup you will never get tired of. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just add a little bit of thyme to roast with the squash. And when I put this into the oven, I'm gonna cook it until it's nice and soft and easy to scoop up, because it's gonna give us a beautiful roasted butternut squash with thyme flavor. And I'm adding a lot of thyme because I love the flavor of thyme in any soup. So this is going in my 350-degree oven until it's nice and soft and tender. So my butternut squash is done perfectly. Look at that. I'm gonna scoop it up now. And the onions and garlic were finished before, like halfway in the process. So I'm gonna start blending all of this goodness up and start preparing the soup. So here is our beautiful butternut squash. This time I didn't scoop it up. The skin was so thin, so what I did, I just remove it just like that, and it came right off. And in that way you're not wasting any of the squash. So I'm gonna thinly slice these up. Look at that, it's still hot inside. Very, very nice. It can be eaten just like it is right now. I'm putting these into my blender. I'm just cutting up a little to help with the blending process. With that thyme, it smells amazing. And I just want to show here on this thing here, Jess, the onions, the skin was really easy to remove. And the same thing with the garlic, so easy to remove the skin, but the roasted flavor of the onion and the garlic really adds another depth to the soup. So I'm just gonna fill up my blender right now.
Three, two, one, go!
I'm gonna add 2 cups of water to help with the blending process. And I'm gonna puree this until it's nice and smooth. I'm gonna pulse first, and then I'm gonna puree the butternut squash. So now in a pot on the stove, the soup is ready as it is, but I like to put it back on the stove. And what I like to do is add some more water and make it to the thickness that I like the soup to be. If you like your soup to be very, very thick like this, then you can go ahead and serve it up. But I like it to be a little bit more on the liquid side. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add 2 cups of water. I just started my stove. I'm gonna mix this in with the water. And we're just gonna add a few more ingredients now. We already have garlic and onion in the soup. So the next thing I'm gonna be adding is some black pepper, even though I roast the squash with black pepper. So a nice tablespoon of black pepper goes a long way. And the squash is sweet, but I still like to add some salt. And I'm gonna leave all the measurement in the description below. We're gonna add some all-purpose seasoning. And for me, I really like to add dried oregano. And this really bump up that flavor to a next level. So I'm gonna mix all that in. And the soup is looking rich and delicious. You can serve this up with some garlic bread or whatever main course you have. But I will be serving it up with something else today, and that's coming up. I'm gonna start preparing that now. So to go with our butternut squash soup, I'm gonna be wrapping some bangamary fish in some cabbage leaves along with some veggies, and we're gonna cook them in the oven to go along with our soup. I have some ingredients here: salt, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. I'm gonna leave all the measurement in the description below. I'm just gonna add some black pepper right on top here. So what I like about the bangamary fish, they cook super quick and very moist. I'm gonna be adding the dry ingredients to the fish today. So I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm gonna mix all this goodness. And then we're gonna massage them into the fish. Just like that. And now I'm gonna add this to the fish. This is gonna add flavor and a beautiful color. So like this. So I'm gonna add a piece of fish to this cabbage leaf, and I steam the cabbage leaf in some water. We're gonna add some red onions, a little sprig of thyme, some grated carrots, and a few pieces of red pepper. And then we're gonna fold this up. You don't have to do it any fancy way. And so everything in here will be edible. Now because the cabbage leaf is steamed, it's easy to fold. So I'm just gonna press this here, and this one is ready. It's just a cabbage leaf little packet. So I just finished wrapping all the fish and vegetable in the cabbage leaf. I have some extra ones here. And this is what it looks like, a cute little cabbage package. I'm gonna put these into a 350-degree oven, and I will cook them until the fish is steamed properly. So here is my beautiful bangamary wrapped in cabbage leaf. They're done. The leaves are a little bit crisp up on the edges, but the fish is cooked nicely. I can see all the juices that came out, and my butternut squash soup is nice and hot. and looks so delicious for this warm night. I'm gonna plate up and let you guys know how everything tastes. Before I plate up, I have a success story to share. Our friend Riza followed my recipe for pastries, and this is the Chinese cake and the cheese roll, and he was very happy with the turnout, so I will show those clips right after this. So here is that delicious, nutritious, hearty meal. I have my butternut squash soup, and I just want to see the inside of our fish and cabbage and that goodness. So this is like opening a Christmas present, and the fish is in here. Cooks really nice. The bangamary. This looks amazing. Wow, look at that. A beautiful nest here with everything inside. So I'm gonna go in first for the soup. And if you never tried butternut squash soup before, this is just a simple, hearty, delicious soup. It's actually hot right now. So I'm gonna take my mouthful, and goes very nice for all our vegetarian friends, or if you're fasting. That soup is such a winner right there. You get all that flavor just coming right through. And the fish is steam cooked in the cabbage leaf with the carrots and the pepper. You can eat the cabbage leaf as well. So this is not like using a foil paper or a foil wrap and then you have to throw that part out. This, you can eat everything. So cheers. Wow, it is actually spicy with that paprika. Lots and lots of spice coming through there. The fish cooked nice and moist and flaky, and the cabbage leaf and the vegetable have all that rich seasoning infused into everything. Oh my God, what a beautiful dish this is. So I just want to say to you, if you never had any of these dishes before, please give it a try. It is really, really delicious. I went a little bit heavy with that pepper here, but it is very nice and flavorful. If you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing soon. Before I go, I have a birthday shout out to do, and birthday greetings are going out to Sarah from your mom, Sister Shenna, and your dad, sister, and the entire family. And on behalf of myself and the entire YouTube family, we would like to wish you, Sarah, a happy birthday tonight. I want to say to everybody else, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Love you guys. Bye for now.